Alright, YouTube, I'm back. I did a part one and part two of, I guess, kind of my use history. I'm sure I skipped a few things, or maybe a few things that I did or didn't do. I pretty much have a whole solid of 10, 12 years of pretty much solid use. I've quit a few times. Nothing was ever real serious though until the past few years. The past few years, I've been dealing with it per se. I don't know that that's the right choice of words, but here recently, I've really been tired of what I've been doing, and I just want to give it up. And I did give it up twice, two times I gave it up that I wanted it. Okay, and I got past the sick part, and I don't really exactly know. It just seems to me like I've been using for so long that I don't know how to deal with stuff without using. And that's what I'm working on now. I'm working on taking the Suboxone and learning to deal with things, learning to be patient and what to do when I get upset and angry and impatient. Oh God, am I impatient? I am the most impatient person in the world. I've been told that my whole life. I am very, very impatient. I didn't put a video up yesterday because it was my wife's birthday, and we went and did a few things, and we got a few things done, and mainly just sat around the house, watched some movies, and whatever. But that's why I didn't put another video up yesterday. But I pretty much covered everything in my first two parts of the my use history, I guess, if you want to call it. But about a little over 4 weeks ago, I said, screw it. I went down and I got an assessment at the rehab place in my area, and the Suboxone treatment clinic in my area. Went down on my own. I got an assessment. I got set up with the counselor. I have been buying Suboxone and taking Suboxone on my own terms for a little over 8 months now. I came off of it a few times, and it just didn't work real well for me. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, or it seems to me like I just don't know how to deal with certain things, like I said a few minutes ago. But just between the time of me stop smoking pot, it's been, the 28th will be a full month. July 28th will be a full month. It was June 28th was the last day that I actually smoked. It was rough for the first couple weeks, but it was nothing like the pain pills do to you. Irritable and things like that. But I figured if I want to quit everything else and learn how to deal with things so I can live a normal life and not have to worry about these things every day, I'm willing to give that up. I'm definitely willing to give that up. And I've given it up, and it took a few weeks, but I started feeling better. I've gotten my appetite back. My stress levels have kind of evened out. I mean, they're still way up, but I'm trying this time. Every other time that I've done this, it wasn't for me. It wasn't because I made the decision to stop. It was because either the money wasn't there, the pills weren't there, or I was getting a hard time from somebody, or I wanted to show somebody maybe I was trying to help myself. But this time is different because I want to help myself. So where we're at now is I've been going down to the treatment place for a little over 4 weeks. I meet with the counselor once a month, and I'm not getting dosed yet, but I'll tell you that I have learned, not learned, but I have noticed a lot of changes since I stopped smoking the pot. And I talk with my counselor, and there's some things we talk about, and I'm always a worst case scenario kind of person, and I think that stresses me out more than anything because I've always planned on the worst case scenario, and always figured if I plan for the worst case scenario and something else happens, it's great. Worst case scenario happens, I'm not let down, I'm not pissed off, I'm not upset. From my understanding, I guess it's not good to do. She's telling me different ways of dealing with things. I was a little upset because they were taking their time in getting my doctor's appointment, and I'm just so tired of chasing stuff around and making sure that I'm not going to be sick and going on and coming up on the Suboxone, coming down. I'm not taking a regular dose. Sorry guys, it's hot. I'm not taking a regular dose like I should be taking. I'm taking what I can afford to take, and it's just not working. It's just not working. And I need that other half of the program is what I feel like. I feel like I need them groups. I need those counseling sessions. I need that stuff so that I can begin to manage my own stress, manage my patients, manage what I need to do to stay sober. And it's been rough. It's been tough. It takes a lot of me talking myself down, because I noticed that most of my stress is my own stress. It's really not anybody else doing anything differently or nothing. It's mostly all me stressing myself out, and then that makes me want to it makes me want to smoke pot. I'm just learning in different ways to deal with it, and I can't really put into words how I'm doing it. I just I talk to myself a lot, and not out loud, but I try to tell myself, everything's all right. You've done this before. Try and stay positive. Don't jump to the last resort options. Try to plan for the best. And it's still real early on. It's still real early, and I'm trying every day, and I feel like I'm making a little bit of progress, but like I said to my counselor, it seems like when I'm trying to calm myself down and things, I'm always still looking for that instant gratification, that I will be upset and I'm like, okay, man, it's all right. You just calm down. You can do this. There's nothing really seriously to be upset about. Why are you so upset? I'll be telling these things to myself, and it seems like I don't feel any different when I'm telling myself those things. And it seems to be getting a little bit better. It seems to, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. But anyways, I got a phone call today, excuse me, that I have my doctor's appointment, and I will be getting in to see the doctor by the end of the week, and then I'll be doing my induction next week. So I'm going to start the Suboxone treatment. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't agree with the Suboxone treatment, that maybe, I've seen it turn a lot of people's lives around, and I've been buying it for a long time, and I know it keeps me on an even keel, and I take it in the morning. I take 2 milligrams in the morning and 2 milligrams later on in the day, no specific time. Sometimes I take it at 8 and then take my second dose at 11, which is what needs to change in my mind. I need to start taking what they want me at, but that's all I've been able to afford. I've been on that for a long time, and it keeps me from thinking about using. So throughout the day when I'm working, I'm doing things, I'm not constantly thinking about getting high, and I do still think about getting high. I'm just not craving it, I guess. It works for me. The Suboxone works for me. It works for me in a way that I don't want to go out and chase that, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I want my life back. I want to stop running down to my last few days of Suboxone and trying to rush around and find somebody who has it, because I don't want to go back to buying pain pills, because I don't want to take 4-5 Percocets not to be sick, and then 2-3 hours later, 4 hours later, I'm sick again. I'm done with that. I am done with it. And I want to learn how to do the things that I need to do to stay sober. And I know that this is never going to leave me. I know that the urges and the feelings of wanting to use and getting that next fix in whatever shape or form that it's in, if it's not in drugs or them instant gratifications, I guess you could say, that's never going to go away. I understand that. I know that. Like, I was watching your video today, Nick, and Nick M. I watched your video today, and you were talking about how if you're sober and a friend's sober and you guys are both trying to stay sober, and you made a good point. What if I'm feeling some type of way today, and then we feed off of one another, you know? And then, yeah, it's just, that does make sense, and I don't have an answer for that, and it made me think about a few things. As I was going down to the Suboxone treatment place, I ran into one of my friends that I grew up with, and that's a scenario there. I mean, he's trying to help himself, I'm trying to help myself. We text each other, you know, back and forth, but I don't know that I could hang out with him, if I could be a daily friend with him in person, because if he felt like slipping up, I probably would slip up too. Probably not, but more so if I wasn't there, you know, if that makes any sense. Excuse me, but excuse me. We're about 12 minutes on this video, so I'm gonna that's about all for today. I'm still not all the way into the program. I'm gonna keep putting these videos up as I get closer into seeing the doctor and closer into inducting into the program. And then I'm going to continue to put videos up while I'm in the program. And the things that I learn, things that I see that help me, and maybe somebody else out here can grab something from it and say, hey man, that sounds like a plan, and maybe it might be something I can do that might be able to help myself. You know, I've talked to a few people, and even one person, you know, I've had a few people tell me that even one person that grabs your video and looks at it and says, I want that out of my life, then if I can help somebody or save somebody's life by them grabbing a piece of information that I threw out off the top of my head, that's awesome. That is great, because there's people out here dying every day because they can't go get the help that they need. And it's not easy. It takes time, and it takes you wanting to stop. And this is the first time that I've ever wanted to do it. So that's going to be the end of today's video. I'll keep coming back as I progress more, I guess. I'm just going to keep putting videos up, and I'm learning just like, I guess, when you're watching the videos, you're learning too. So I hope somebody else out there can grab some kind of information out of this. Maybe it'll help them. Yeah, so I will see you next time. Peace.